Hey everybody, Eric Freedom here, UW Pro Wrestling, POW Entertainment, wherever else I wrestle. This is another update for you guys about the Christian camp and everything going on. We feel at this point it's good to be a little more transparent. I know the lighting sucks, sorry. We're trying to be more transparent because we know you guys are excited for us to get back to doing what we do best. So I was just wanting to give you a little rundown of what's been going on in the meantime. So the Christian camp gave us 2 weeks to get out. They gave us till the Sunday after when our show was supposed to be, the 23rd, to get out. As of this past Saturday, we were out of the camp 1 week early. Thank you to Jimmy Blaze's POW guys, Jay and Chris and Tom and all the guys that came down. I'm sorry it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not fully awake. I just wanted to do this. Thank you for coming down and driving all that way to come here and help us move all that stuff to the house. It is many hands make for light work, and you guys definitely helped out. So thank you guys for doing that, and for my guys to become available and help me with that too. Always appreciated. Thank you very much. So we were out on Saturday. So Sunday I called the gentleman who I was dealing with, left him a voicemail, basically telling him all our stuff's out. When do you want to get the keys? And I heard nothing. So again, today's Tuesday. So Monday I called, left a message. So this guy is obviously really busy now. He wasn't too busy to pick up the phone when we needed to be out of there, but now that we're out of there, he's really too busy and just crazy busy with getting back to me. So I wrote him an email too, which I typically don't do because I never check it, and he said he didn't either. But that one he got back to me because I guess he just didn't have to talk to me. So apparently, and this is interesting too, the Manton Christian Camp is not run and operated out of Manton. It is for the people that like run the facility, but like they're in Grand Rapids, Hastings, and Upper Peninsula. So it's funny to me as the Manton Christian Camp is involved with a whole bunch of people that aren't even involved in Manton, which is weird to me. So I got an email today saying that somebody in the organization from somewhere had to write a check to somebody and then mail that check to somebody else who I've never heard of. And then that somebody is going to contact me once they have the check to get it to me. They also said they were writing the check out to Eric Freedom. I probably can't cash that check. You will write that check out to UW Pro Wrestling because that's the company in which money you owe. So we'll take it to UW Pro Wrestling. Thank you. Also funny, I found out what the mission statement of the Christian camp is, and its number one priority is to bring in lost souls to the camp. With that being said, at our event, we had 140 people that had never been in that building before. I'm not judging anyone, and I'm not saying you're lost souls, but that sounds like I hit the quota, or not the quota, but what they were looking for there. I had 140 people that had never been to that site in there. In fact, out of the 140 people, 13 people were talking about renting for the weekends. That's $300 a weekend times 13 people. That's good for business, right? And they asked about kids camp programs, which I guess they have, which that's part of what you want to do too, and that's right. So one time of us being there, you got 140 people you never had there and 13 rentals, which you wouldn't have had. So I guess it makes sense that you don't want us there. Whatever. So in the meantime, I have secured one building a little further. It's about an hour drive from here that we're debating on pulling the trigger on, which we could run shows. It's an area where we ran before. There's an open door there, so we're debating that. There is another camp in Manton that would like to do business. We have a proposal going out to them. In the meantime of all that, the Wexford Civic Center has now contacted me directly about renting the facility. It's not through the regular people I dealt with before, which I guess is good. I don't know. But now someone else wants to do business with me, and I guess we have a meeting next week. So keep your fingers crossed. There's a hope that we can get back to the Wexford Civic Arena. For those that were interested about the cage has been sold. After having a bunch of runarounds from a bunch of different people that don't know how to do business the right way and are in my business, shame on you. But at the end of the day, some nice Amish people that raise dogs took it, so the cage went to a good home and it'll be used for a good thing, and it was stress-free, and they hauled it just like I said on the post. Didn't leave it up to me. So thank you for that. The cage is gone. Praise the Lord, we don't have to move that anymore. Finally, I had started reaching out to lawyers to see about this whole situation. Not that I've ever lawyered up except a couple times in my life. That's not what I do. We're not about suing people. That's not how we exist. We exist for our good works, and we exist through helping people, and we exist through running shows, and we exist through your guys' voice. And that's good enough for me. But we are debating taking this whole thing to court to try to recoup something of what we lost. I reached out to some law offices at King & King. Secretary there I talked to, kind of told her what was going on. She couldn't help me, but she could help me, telling me it was $100 to talk to somebody. So I won't be doing that with you. If anyone has any recommendations of people that want to help a good organization, a good community-based professional wrestling company, like, send that my way. In the meantime, again, I don't want anything bad happening to anybody. Oh, also, the people that were involved and rented us the space, that were in charge of the camp, they are getting fired and kicked out too, which I think is pretty extreme, considering now, once delving more into it, they did have the authority to do what they did. The church just doesn't like wrestling. Wrestling's violence, wrestling's evil, wrestling's whatever taboo they put on it, that's what they believe. Yeah, the whole thing's just crazy and going on. So if you want to, you could go over on Facebook to the camp and leave a crappy review. You can even 1-star them on Google if you feel upset about it. I'm not saying to do it, and I'm also not saying not to do it. That's what I have done, and it made me feel about that much better. So in the meantime, as you can see, we're in the middle of a lot of things, but the camp has moved. Everything's secure. We're just waiting on payment from them. Shocker there. And in the meantime, we do have 3 possibilities. Next week, I'll know for sure on 1. We're hoping to start dates up as soon as possible. Don't forget, we're going to be shifting our focus to the Sheboygan show, which is Saturday, July 10th. That's going to be a real big deal. Make plans to go out there. You're not going to want to miss it. Trust me. And once I talk to the WEX, or the next place we get, and a show gets approved, just so the people know, we are going to have our first show back in this area, and we are going to do that street fight. So don't think that has gone away, because Yanni Llanos, Scott Spade, Jimmy Blaze, and I owe you something. It's called a receipt. And I have a wallet stacked with receipts that I'm going to get back to you. Street fight going down. Thank you for all the support to my fans, my friends. One last thing real quick. One of our fans lost their mother yesterday. So to them, I went to the funeral. It was very beautiful, and we wish you nothing but peace through this time of grieving, and you have the support of the entire UW locker room with you, and we love you and support you just like we do with everything else. It's love and support. Guys, this is Eric Freedom, UW Pro Wrestling, saying thanks for the support, and I'll update you when it needs an update. Peace.